Hey everyone, Vinayak here. I've had the Trifo Ironpie M6 Plus for almost a month now. Today we're going to take a look at the mobile app and also check out all the options available. So let's begin. We have the Trifo Home app available on both Android and iOS, and the features would be the same on both. So let's start the app out. Once the app is open, you will notice that we have a vacuum listed. If you have more than one, it will be listed below here. I have only one, so let's tap on it. We are presented with the dashboard, which consists of the mapped area in the center, data such as area cleaned, how long it has been cleaning, and also the current battery percentage at the bottom are visible. Right below that is the clean button to initiate a cleaning, the recharge button to instruct the vacuum to return to the charger, and also a start video button which displays a live feed from the video camera on the vacuum. The video feed is at 45-degree angle and it generally points to the ceiling as the vacuum maps the area using the ceiling for reference. We have the option to make the video feed play full screen, and we have the left arrow to go back to the same view again. The button that looks like a crop icon is used to save an image, and the video button is used to record a video. Now let's get back to the dashboard. On the bottom right, we have two options. One is for getting the vacuum into RC mode, which allows us to control the vacuum manually so that we can place it exactly where we need the cleaning to be. Then we also have the location mode, which will allow us to place the vacuum in a certain location. It doesn't mark out areas as you have in the other vacuums, but you can set it to go to a certain location itself manually. Then we have the cleaning option over here, which allows us to set it to automatically clean again. Then we also have the options of the fans, where we have the various power modes and also the video mode over here. So now we are coming out of the manual mode. Now we have the power modes right underneath, where we have the quiet mode, the normal mode, and also the turbo cleaning mode. Now for the menu on the top right, which is the settings. So we have the about the device, which generally shows the device name, network information as in the Wi-Fi connection details, serial number, and also the product model. Setting a small or simple device name would make it easier to control via Alexa. Then we have the voice settings. Quiet mode would set the vacuum to not use voice prompts when being controlled. This is useful in the nights when you don't want to disturb everyone. Then language. So we have quite a lot of languages supported on the vacuum here. So the languages supported are Chinese, English US. Right now it's set to English UK. Then we have Espanol, which is Spanish, Deutsch, which is German, and Francais, which is French. So you can select the language you want and click on Done. I'm going to be using English UK. Resume cleaning option. This option is generally activated if you want the vacuum to continue a job which it had already started and it had stopped midway due to it requiring to charge its batteries. So the resume cleaning would allow it to come back to where it had stopped and continue the cleaning. Then you have the cleaning schedule. So here we have the options to add time and if it should be repeated or it should be running on a certain day or not. And we also have the cleaning modes over here, which is the quiet mode, normal mode, and turbo mode. We can have multiple cleaning schedules, so you can have different times, you can have different days that it would be running, and maybe the cleaning mode could be in a different power mode. So you can save multiple schedules that way according to the time. We can add as many required with custom settings for each. Then we have the cleaning history. Cleaning history, this option displays the history of the cleaning tasks performed by the vacuum, how much area it had cleaned, total time it had cleaned, and how many times the vacuum was run. If we tap on a listing, we can see the map of the area cleaned over there too. Maintenance. The parts generally have a life, which is the number of hours it can run to get the optimum cleaning. We have the main brush, the side brush, and the filter. We are provided spare side brushes and filter in the box. The life of the accessory shown in the app is only suggestive and one can continue to use them unless they are damaged or cannot be used anymore. Then we have the software update. The software or the firmware is the core of the vacuum, which decides the cleaning patterns, the mapping, and more features. The manufacturers release improvements or fixes to existing problems via these software updates, so make sure to keep your vacuum up to date for the best performance. So this is how we click on update, it will start downloading the new firmware and it will update the vacuum with the new firmware. So the vacuum will download the software, reboot and install the new firmware. So that was the software update. Last option on the page is delete device, which would remove the connected device from the app. There doesn't seem to be any specific options enabled on the app when we add a mopping attachment. So once you connect the mopping attachment, it will just start mopping and stop vacuuming because there is no dustbin anymore. Well, that was the Trifo Home app and how to use the options. If you have any questions, you can always email us at tech@talkingstuff.net or WhatsApp us at 96525788833. Also make sure to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell to be informed when new videos are added. Thank you for watching and see you all next time.